Harpreet Vishnoi is asking that due to COVID, economic depression has a high probability. I've also read about a high probability of tech bubble burst in the US. These factors will affect the mutual fund prices in November when the corona cases reach their peak. How should I smartly invest in mutual fund? Uh, I I wish you are right, and I wish you are able to leverage it to its full potential to your advantage. But I think I don't see a basis in all this because markets are predictable, unpredictable. They are guided by different dimensions at any given point. What central banks are doing, what different set of investors globally are doing, and our markets are very connected today. What the Americans do there. I also don't, I don't quite agree with, what you're saying about the American tech bubble, because I don't think it's a bubble anymore. It was a bubble, or a segment of the market. There might be a bubble, but these are real businesses. They are making real money. All the tech firms, and when I compare it with many of the services businesses in India, I find them to be relatively cheap or not that expensive, given that they are growing at a faster pace. These businesses have substantial competitive advantage. I really wonder that I can quickly have a substitute for a Gmail, or quickly have have a substitute for Amazon or the AWS services that we use, or YouTube, the way we have gotten used to it. So when I look at Microsoft, so if you look at the five dominant technology stocks that people refer to, and which actually is substantial weightage in the Nasdaq 100, which Indian investors can invest in. I don't think there might be they might be relatively overpriced or underpriced, or they're rich valuation, but they're all real businesses making money and growing at a fantastic pace with substantial competitive advantage, which is very difficult to dislodge or replicate. So there could be views on both sides. On top of it, for Indian investors, the rupee depreciation successively over many years. If you remember I remember in my childhood that one of our relatives came, and at that point the dollar was for 8 rupees. What was what was dollar 5 years ago, or what is dollar today? So it has turned out to be a long-term depreciation of about 4 to 5%, and that also translates. Of course, it is not happening every year. And it is also a function of the interest rate differential, the interest rates in this country, in India and there. So that differential has to be bridged by the rupee depreciation. So that also comes in handy. So you are getting a different set, different. So I really don't know about the state of the market. I think investors have two things to do. When you are anxious, be invested in equity. The rewards of equity while you are invested in the bad times is normally investors are disappointed only when they have invested wholesomely in good times, not in bad times. That's one. Invest your long-term money. And if you're getting anxious, have an asset allocation, 20% to fixed income, 40% to fixed income. Frame your rule when you will get back into the market, when you will be reasonably invested. But mind you, markets will never be stable enough to inspire confidence. It will always be, very scary, or it will always be too attractive, and you will wait for the market to become even more attractive. So you have to get in. Don't get into these hypotheses that it will happen sometime. Of course, it will have a bearing, but when, and we have been getting these surprises ever since this crisis started.